And we're live. Okay. Hello all. Today's stream is earlier because I've made the executive decision that I will stop caring about the LeetCode Daily. Yeah, this is day 62 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Yeah, we're gonna, I guess, we're gonna, I guess, just add independent passes to the compiler for today because I have midterms I need to worry about at least. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna try and limit today to. But yeah, this might be a short stream. We'll end up seeing what happens. So, yeah. So last time we like started cleaning up the CLI stuff. But we almost had something working properly. We added like output path stuff, but we never ended up actually like writing to file, which is really funny. Yeah. So yeah, let's make a. Do I want to make a utility for that? That might be smart. Or I could maybe separate this into like more helpers. That might also be a good idea. But yeah. Regardless, I think the first priority is the, I guess, pass thing. Yeah, so maybe I could put this like, I don't know, where do I even put this? Or I guess like, how do we parse this? So we have op level, and then we have like, so we want, how does, I guess none of the other mainstream compilers have, I guess, whatchamacallit, arbitrary pass adding, I guess. Right? Also stage doing blockchain. Ooh, that seems fun. Yeah, keep me updated on how that's going. I guess clang, run, pass, I guess. There should be a way here, right? Oh, it's just xclang. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so we kind of need to make something up here, which is fun. How do we want this to look? Maybe like I guess we have this like big optimization order thing as well, right? We could reorder them once the time comes, but I think I want to stick to like a fixed order for now at least. Yeah, so let's do like, we could even just do like passes equals and then a list or something. We need to extend everything else though. Yeah, which is fine. It's just a little bit more of a mess. That one was already fine somehow. So this should be like run, comma, separated list of passes. Yeah, we can do something like that, I guess. That could be interesting. So then we can add this down here somewhere. So we want arg starts with, or underscore with, passes equals, I guess. So we can do that. Okay, so we want, it's like, list is, how do we substring this properly? We could take a substring. I could probably do a string view, but I honestly don't really care for this because it's just like the command line parsing, so that shouldn't be too much of a deal. Yeah. Let's go to our C++ subster. Okay. So we want arg subster so start position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. That looks about correct to me. Let's just print it real quick. Yeah, let's give that a try. Debug bin panic passes equals. We can just do that for now. Let's give it like test regression or input. This is an example. If we scroll up, okay, so it does print the thing properly, which is perfect. Okay, so now we can C++ split string by delimiter, or by comma, I guess. Okay. Oh, wait. Is it like split string? Okay. Oh, there's a split. Oh, I lied, there's no split. Okay. So we need to make this up, I think. So let's do like maybe we should just initialize this once at some point further down. What do we even do here? What is the play? I just like really hate looking at this code. It's just such a mess. This specific part of my program is just not enjoyable to look at. So input file, we have output file. We can even just like, we can even default these, right? Alright, is this something we can do? Okay, that is something we can do. This makes sense, this makes sense. Okay. I think that makes sense. This is reasonable, this stuff is pretty reasonable. This we might want to separate out at least. This seems a little bit gross. We could even just add like an opt level thing here as well. Opt level. What do you use as the main resource to learn compilers? There's like a couple of things I'm drawing inspiration from. There's like the LLVM, I guess like LLVM docs broadly, whether it's like the Kaleidoscope tutorial or just like studying its infrastructure. There's also a couple of books that I've been referencing. There's like the big Advanced Compiler Design and some word that begins with an I don't remember. It's the book by Muchnick. And then there's also the there's the SSA Compiler Design book by Rastello, I think it was. Those are at least the big ones that I've been looking at. Okay, we have opt level now. I think we could keep throwing in helpers here. Yeah, maybe we throw the pass manager further down actually. I'll clean that up in a second, but yeah, let's start with just like O0, I guess, because that's like empty, right? If we add like arbitrary passes, then I think actually, yeah, there's not really a good way to do this, I think. Okay, let's what am I doing here? Should like make it opt level. You can just do like, that should be the default for that. I'd like to abstract this out a little bit more because this stuff is terribly ugly. Yeah, fuck it. Let's pull this out. Right? Okay. I just realized it makes even more of a mess, so we're actually not gonna do that. I think we start with O1. And then, right? Or like playing add pass. I guess like my question here is like, what does Clang do if you don't give it an opt level and you add a pass to it? Does it just like add it to O1 or like what does it do? I don't know. This is more confusion than I think it's worth. I'm just gonna add to the existing one that we have and call it a day. Who cares if we can just like chain things? This is all just for like demo anyway. Okay, so we want to split this. We want to split the rest of the string by a comma. Substring, or I guess like split string by comma. Let's go with Satoji. Satoji? I can't read. Okay, get line. Oh wait, that's a thing? Oh, that's nice actually. Okay. So we can just do like, do we want to use a string stream? Or is it like stir stream? So we have that string, we have like vector of, actually we don't even need that, we can just add straight to the pass, I think. Okay, so we want to make a string stream from this. So we want auto stream. So we want string stream, right? Std string stream stream. Let's give it this. Then we want std string pass. Employing split in C++? Yes, pretty much. If it exists, then I'll be like really annoyed, but oh well. Get line from that. Get line from stream to pass, and then I'm gonna give it a comma, I guess. Oh, why did he square braces? Okay, so we have that, and then... Alright, time to put more if statements in here. And the reason why I'm doing it like this instead of like, whatchamacallit, instead of having just like any individual flag per thing is because, this way then I can just like read from a file easier, I think. Although I guess if I do it the other way, I can kind of like, maybe I could like use that, just like pass in flags directly. I don't know. This seems easier, so I'm gonna do it this way. I should probably get water, but in a second. I've been reading Crafting Interpreters, and I'm really enjoying it. What do you recommend I do when I'm done? I think looking into LLVM is definitely one of the ways you could go with it. They have a tutorial for like a proprietary language that they have, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I did it across like 2.5 weeks, I think. Aside from that, I think you could also like start making your own toy compiler, or you could work through like one of the more mainstream textbooks, I think. So like, I guess from there it's kind of just like, what specifically are you interested in terms of like compiler design? Like if you're interested in the front end, I think that's like pretty much mostly parsers. So I think like, I think at that point it would probably be useful to like make, or I guess for all of these it'd be useful just to like build the thing that you're interested in, I guess. But I guess you could like pick a textbook to read through based on which part of a compiler you're most interested in, I guess. Let me know if you have like any, I guess, more specificity on like what you want to learn more about. Okay, so we can do more string comparison here. This is fine. I think I have a list in like regression pile somewhere here. Yeah, wait, I can actually just steal this. Wait. Okay, well. Yeah, we can just steal this. Maybe I should make this like not silent fail as well, I think. Okay. So we rename those. What is wrong here? PM? This exists. What is wrong? Memtreg. Oh. God damn it. Okay. Okay, let's actually make this a little bit less awful. Let's just make like let's just do like add pass from string or something. I think might be easier, or we could just like generalize add pass a little bit. Yeah, so it'd be in here. Yeah, okay, this seems pretty reasonable. We should probably do it like this. We could also just do this with like, we can overload this, right? We can do it like that, I think. Let's paste this down. Stood string pass name. Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. We can even like do this, right? Just a constant string ref. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Like the stream, guys? Yes, please do that. I met someone that uses Arch because he doesn't want to share his personal info to Windows. I mean, like, fair enough. Like, I think that's pretty reasonable. I think it's a lost cause because like we kind of give all of our info to like Google and like Meta already anyway. So like, I mean, it feels like a little bit silly to like, I guess, make a case specifically for Windows, but I mean, like, fair enough. I think like that's a pretty reasonable use case. Windows trying to tell me my 10-year-old GTX 1080 is bad for the environment. Yeah, I mean, Windows is a strange specimen. I mean, like, yeah. Okay, so we want to, we can take this, we can throw this in here. Also, we should probably keep this as like that, I think. We can run this on this, or no, we want to do pass name. Okay, so we just want to call this. Okay, this seems fair enough. Inside here we want an exception, I think. So we want like include, is this what it's called? The exception library? Throw. Valid. Stood accept. Wait a second. I definitely have an exception somewhere here. Sorry, I'm like dying. Most interested in the middle end? Okay, perfect. Then I think the two books that I'm going through right now would probably be pretty good to look through. Let me just pull these up real quick. Yeah, so this is one of them. It's titled Advanced Compiler Design and Implementation. It's by Stephen Muchnick. I guess I can like open up the table of contents real quick. There is some like, I guess like broader compiler stuff, but yeah, most of the stuff in here is like various different control flow analyses, or I guess like code analyses broadly, and then optimizations based on those. I think this is like a pretty reasonable start. And you can probably like try to re-implement some of these in with like the existing LLVM infrastructure if you don't want to like build a complete compiler from scratch, because that's like low-key annoying. The other one is, does this even talk about SSA? Static. Okay, well, let's see. Let's give it a second to index. It's probably gonna talk about it a couple times, right? None, okay. Yeah, so the other one is Rastello. The other one is this one, SSA-based compiler design. This talks about static single assignment form, which is like really important in terms of like, I guess, what LLVM's IR is. And I just personally think it's really cool. I'm also a little bit biased because like this is, or I guess like my research project when I first got into compiler research had a lot to do with this. So I have a bit of bias, but I still think you can learn a lot from this as well. And who knows, you might make something really cool with it. There's a really funny line here, actually. You have plenty of time. I have a book that took 15 years to be completed. I do not want to be the person mentioned as you cannot do worse than this book that they started writing 15 years ago and is still under construction. Yeah, that's a pretty funny line, but yeah, this book is also quite good. I've been trying to work through this. I've been a little bit overloaded, but both of these should be a pretty good place to, I guess, go. Go and do a lot of learning, I guess. If you're using Facebook, you already gave all the information in existence you already have. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, they're just gonna get it regardless. That's the thing. Like, it's kind of a, it's kind of a lost cause, it feels like. Where did I include the error? Error. Was it in MIR? Instructions? Std accept. Thanks for advice. Of course, let me know if there's any other questions you've got. Since std accept? Okay, perfect. Okay, this is what we want. So with that, and then invalid pass, and then let's give it std invalid argument. This just takes a string, or wait, what arg? Oh, this is just the explanatory string. Okay. 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 So we want invalid pass. And then we want to give it like more quotes. Let's give it slash E. That whole E situation will always haunt me, I feel like. Yeah, there's just no saving that one, I feel like. Okay, we figured out how to do this properly. So we want pass name here. Okay, perfect. And then we can, I think that handles itself properly here. Okay. Status, git add, let's add source middle end, add new, I guess like add pass by string. Okay, and now we can refactor something to use this real quick. The test runner, we can refactor this, so we can just I guess, increase cohesion a little bit. Okay, so we can do that. Buffer to pass string. So we can PM add pass. Let's give it pasture or arrow. Yeah, make unique. Everyone's favorite. We love make unique. Okay, this is fine. Let's add runner. Use new add pass in runner. Okay. I speak of 23 viewer watches. Oh, I didn't even see the number. Oh wow. Hi everyone. Yeah, I'm kind of locked in. My fault. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's. I'm just gonna like not think about that too much before I psych myself out. Okay. So we kind of want to just call add pass here, I think. I also kind of think about, I'm trying to think about if I want to allow duplicate pass runs. How does LLVM handle duplicate passes? Run same pass twice. That's the thing? Okay, so it does exist. Okay, well, interesting. So this is something we can do, which is interesting. Yeah, let's give this a try then. So, so we can just like PM add pass. Maybe we should make this a unique pointer. Unique footer. Or we can even just auto this, right? Right? And then these initialized things should also return unique pointers anyway, right? Yeah, these definitely should. Okay, let's change this to O1 as well. Let's change these up real quick. Oh, Jesus. Unique footer. Yeah, we can just like stood make unique. Yeah, we can just do that, right? Okay. We need to unique pointer this. Auto PM. We can yank this thing, or we can just hit capital Y. I recently learned. And then these need to be arrows now, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is all fine. We can keep those as is. Yeah, that's fine then, I think. This should be an arrow. And let's give it pass. Explain the difference between arrow and dot. So a dot is just a direct access. So it's like, so like get the field of, or like, how do I even explain this? So I guess they're both, they're both access. So like, you call run passes on PM, or like, yeah, like in this example, or like above here, you add pass. The difference is arrow, when you call arrow, you follow a pointer. Or I guess arrow is like, I'm explaining this really poorly. Dot is just access. Arrow is access and dereference, I guess. Let me just like go back to the operator list real quick. Let's see, operators, precedence table. This was definitely in here. There's a name for it. Yeah, okay. So it is just access. Yeah, so the dot just accesses a member. So like if you have like a field, you can just be like, you can be like thing dot size, or like, no, size is usually a type. This is a terrible example. Like thing dot capacity, for instance, or like thing dot color. Whereas if you have something that lives in a pointer, you would want that, you would want to use arrow if you want to access like the actual thing and not just the pointer itself. And that's because when we designed the C language, we realized that it'd be really annoying if we had to like call dereference each time. So we just made an operator that does both as well. And that lets us do nice chaining things. So we can do like this arrow, color putter, arrow, string, or something like that. Yeah, that's like, I think that's like sufficient. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try making WoW64 for Linux. Oh, WoW64. I see, okay. Yeah, that seems like a pretty fun project. Fun in the sense that it would be cool. Not fun in terms of like having to actually do the implementation. That sounds quite rough actually, as a matter of fact. What's wrong here? Oh, we don't have string stream anymore. Wait, what? Where does this come from? Oh, it's not included in IOStream? I didn't know that. Okay, so we can status. What changed in this? Oh, okay. Zero and 1 are now pass unique putters. Okay. So this should run properly, I think. Maybe I should like put this on a new line as well, of some sort. Yeah, let's give it another. Should I give it another line? Maybe I should like make the print shorter. This seems quite bad actually. Maybe I should just like add a quick little macro at the top. C macros. Define. So do we want to just like, do we need to undefine it at the end? Undefined macro. You motivate me so much to work on a Roblox game or study for my CS internship. Yeah, you should do those. That's good learning. Okay, so I should undefine this, right? Make it work, optimize later. This falls into neither bucket. This is a I can't stand to look at this bucket rather. Yeah, it's just an eyesore, I guess. Yeah, so let's give it stood, or I guess like stir. Or it's like params. This we want like what? Stood println stood here. Let's give it params. Okay, so we can do that, and then like in here, we have a closing paren, and we can semicolon here, right? Print error test. Alright, yeah, we should do like that, right? And then we can semicolon it? Okay. Alright, let's try this real quick. What compiler are you studying? I'm making a compiler from C to x86-64. Make test. Does it still run at least? Okay, it still runs, at least. Let's run build bin help. Okay, so it does print properly. Okay, so we can we can replace this stuff here. Can you increase your editor font? Okay, sure. But also, you should probably just like zoom in. I think there should be a way to zoom in on YouTube at least. Okay, let's stood println stood error, comma. Let's replace that with spaces print error. Work. Well, it sort of works, I guess. Okay, let's just paste this in by hand. Okay, and let's also change this up real quick. That I need to change in a second. I can change that real quick. Let's just print again. There we go. This is already looking much less miserable. Yeah, okay. I'm quite happy with how this is turning out. Yeah, that's because this is not reading properly. Let's just give it like... Let's give it stir. And then let's give it like... Actually, no, we don't even need that. We can just... Can we just give it a straight up, like... Is there a better way to do this? Can we just insert it directly in the string format? How do I even do this? Okay, let's actually, because I don't care enough about this, so we're actually just gonna go here. Let's take this. Let's throw it into ChatGPT. I fixed the first print error. Format and dot. I see. Okay, I can do that. Right? This is the format library. Oh, this is a thing? We can just throw in variadic. Wait, that's nice, actually. Okay, wait, this whole thing has just been stupid. I don't know why I'm using printline. I'm making my own print macro. This is like pointless anyway. Okay, let's give it like format and then dot dot dot. Right now, we should use print. No, what am I doing? I'm like so frazzled right now. I'm gonna make a basic SQL interpreter in C++. Honestly, that shouldn't be that bad. Like that was our I think that was our I think second or third programming class's like first project sequence. So I think it's very doable. I think just like making sure you have like a spec that you're following is probably a good like the only real piece of advice I can give here. Also, just like don't think you need to like I guess reinvent the wheel across like one day. I want to make a programming language that can manifest music. Yeah, that seems pretty interesting. You should give that a try and let me know how that goes. I've been doing well. This week is like midterms week though, so it's a little bit annoying, but that's kind of how it is sometimes. Hopefully you're doing all right as well. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay. Let's do print lane params. It's like let's here. Let's do a params and then VA args. That's the thing? Oh, that does fix it. Word. Maybe we could call it something that isn't print error. What do we call this? It's like, let me just call it print. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit shorter, that's nice. Also, I want to like reuse this further down, so like, we can even just like print error here, I guess. And this should be. I can't like recursive this, right? How do I do like print error here? add error to the front of the vid. Oh, this is a thing? Okay. Sure. That's nice, actually. Let's make this a little more reasonable. Oh wait, can we just recursive this? Is this a thing? I didn't know that's a thing. That's interesting. Okay, maybe we should like make a print helpers file or something. I'm definitely overcomplicating this. Let's give it a prefix. What's your motion to replace all? It's %s / something or find and then replace and /g. It's just like the basic find replace in Vim. Oh wait, this works? Okay. We can just duplicate code. We don't care about making it pretty. Okay, this seems reasonable enough. So now we can shorten things down a little bit here as well. Let's give it invalid font level. We can just steal all of this, right? Right. Let's just steal this. And then error. Give it arg back. Why isn't this valid? I can just give it arg. What am I doing? What's wrong here? Const char 8 is not a... Manipulate, not manifest. I see. Oh yeah, that's still pretty cool. You could definitely do some cool stuff with that. Does this break? Oh, that doesn't break. Okay. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Let's try it like this. Okay, well that cleans it up nicely at least. And then we don't even need this thing here anymore. We could even just give it arg, I think, right? What the hell, I think we can just leave that in. So let's throw this here, option. I'm also gonna need like a try catch here, I think, but that's fine. I'll do that later. Yeah, so we can do this. Put file c stir file that does not exist. Okay. This is a little bit less awful, actually. Okay. Those I think I will change as we work down this pile. Okay. So with that, we have add passes. It's a little bit too large. Let me zoom out. So let's build in Panic. Let's run it on like test, regression, input. Let's give it binary op. Help. That looks fine to me. Let's give it that. Interesting that that parsed properly. Oh, I know why. Okay, there we go. Maybe we could even just give this like error, big error. Alright, let's try that again. So this font size makes my font look pretty nice. Thank you, Emmanuel, for thank you for suggesting I increase the font size. This makes me happy. This seems fine. That is not op level. This is output. Output file. Let's make sure this all works as intended. Let's pass in help. That looks fine. I should just make it like print out the output file for now. Let me just do this real quick. My bootler got messed up. How did that happen? that's crazy work. Okay, we got the passes working. This is great. Let's do memtoreg, let's do inst combine. Inst underscore combine. Yippee. And we can simplify CFG. Okay. So the pass thing works now at least. Prettier prints and wrong boot param or root param? I see. Yeah, it happens. Okay, so we have those undefed at the end here. Let's make real quick, just make sure this is all clean. Okay, cool. I have to fix it from it. Yeah, init ramfs that's tough. Yeah, good luck on that one. I can't really help you here. Where'd my commit message go? Print macros, fixed prints, and command line pass parsing. Okay. So now we should be able to run just like any pass we want just from the command line, which is, I guess, what we wanted to get done today, independent passes. So yeah, the last thing we want to do here is, if you go back to make test, we still fail some tests, and that's because we couldn't really, I guess, automate their generation, or like automate regression test generation for those. And that's because we didn't have a way to just run arbitrary passes before. So now that we have a way to do that, we should be in business. So let's go to our test directory. Let's go to this mess. Yeah, okay. So bash check if file exists. So my idea here is if we go to the input directory, we have these like .passes files. And each of these literally just has like the passes we want to run in the order just as a list. So my idea is we can just take this, we can like, can we like add commas to it? Let's see. Bash replace get file contents and comma separate. Is this a thing? Or should I just like, or it's like bash read into comma separated. Or it's like ChatGPT, everyone's favorite tool. Can I take a file, write a script, a bash script that takes a file formatted like thing1, thing2, thing3, and saves them into a variable containing thing value thing1, thing2, thing3. Okay. That's annoying. Oh wait, that's a thing? Unix paste. This is a thing? Wait, what? Wait, that's crazy. Wait, that's so nice. Okay, so we can serial and then we can use the delimiter. That's so nice. Holy crap. Okay, that makes things perfect then. Okay, so let's see if file exists. So we want -e. We want input dir slash input, and then we want this to be .passes. Then done. Okay, so now we want params. So this is so stupid. Okay, so we want paste dash SD comma, and then let's give it that file. Passes. Cool. So we can just paste this here. So we're gonna do that. Then we can give it passes. Right. Alright, we can just do that. Let's try printing that real quick. So let's give it test, regression, run, generate regression tests. Syntax error. Oh, it's a fee. Whoops. Okay, that does exactly what we want it to. Holy shit. Okay. Switch roots being weird? Ah. Yeah, so it goes. Worst case, I guess it's Linux. What's a simple wipe and reinstall? Alright, so we have params now, so we can take this. We can indent this. So we can O0, and then we want to give it passes equals, and then params. Alright. And then input, what's it called? Opt. Let's do that real quick. Uh-oh. Why is that broken? Oh, wait, it wasn't generating with that. That's crazy. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, so we should actually change that real quick. Interestingly, it was just only failing there. Make test, and this should pass now. That was supposed to pass now. Why is this breaking? I don't know. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll fix this when I get back. Please don't burn down the place while I'm away. So, yeah. Alright, break's over. Yeah, I'm back now. So, mem to reg with passes is failing. It's really interesting. Why would this be failing? It's reading in the passes, right? Interesting. That makes little sense why this is failing. How is this happening, actually? That's really strange. It's just an ordering thing, I guess, which is annoying. Okay, how do we standardize this ordering, I guess? Let's just add everything real quick. Gate test runner with our regression test generator. Oh wait, I need to plus tests. Not sure why. Oh, it has to. Probably has to do with the hash table, huh? Okay, so we might have to use an ordered map, I guess, just to make sure everything is in a fixed order. That's a little bit insane. Maybe we should also just like add a canonicalized pass, huh? That would probably solve our issues as well. This would probably be in what? Transform mem to reg. Order. I guess like we want fees. I guess, yeah. Basic block is fine. Allocate a fee, I think. Alright, what do we even do with this? Oh, here we add the fees, I see. This is per basic block, this is fine. So maybe this should... Maybe it's this one, actually. Alright. Why is the hash function changing, at least? Alright, what does the output even look like? Let's give it test, regression, expected, mem to reg, or output, or input mem to reg C. Okay, so why is this different then? Okay, let's directly compare here. That one is pretty trivial. Okay. Okay, Okay, what's different here? These fees look the same. Oh wait, the actual is different. This is the one that's the same. This should be the same. I'd be concerned if this one was different actually. This should be fine. So what is different then? Also, we have so many empty fees. Something seems off here. Get unique edges. Yeah, I think this might have something to do with it. Or that shouldn't change anything at least. Yeah, I guess this has managed to accidentally turn into an optimization sort of thing. I think this could be unique edges as well, right? This could also be get unique, I think. Are those the only ones left? Alright, those make sense, and then that one makes sense. Rebuild real quick. This might fix our problems. This might also just do nothing to our problems. Okay, let's run tests, regression, generate regression tests. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Okay. Well, nothing has changed, but not in a bad way, at least, I think. I think I want to look in this thing, right? I think the second one should be an ordered map in fees. Just a map. Let's try this again. I think this will help the ordering issue. If it does, then I will keep it. If not, then I will do nothing, I guess. Test. Okay, well it does nothing. Unlucky. Does it do nothing? Yeah, it does nothing. Okay, well that's unlucky. Where do we add the fees? Push front. Okay, so that has to be a visit order issue then. I don't know. This is irritating me a little. I guess like, why is this even happening? We shouldn't have this happening at all. I feel like there's just a lot of fees that seem extraneous to me. Like, why do we have these at least? Oh, right, because we make a mess. That's why. Yeah. Okay. That. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I forgot that is a side effect of this. How do we enforce a fixed order on these at least? Diamonds from chairs is fine. This is fine. Word map of deaths. Oh, wait a second. This might have to be a set. I think this might solve this ordering problem. In case you've like just tuned into the stream or you've like tuned out for like the past 10 minutes or something, I finished writing the thing that helps me regenerate regression tests. Right now I have like I think some issue that is occurring because of hashing, or like the hashing order being different when running the tests, and that's causing an issue with my output. Yeah, and it's not really doing what I want it to, at least. Like this order is a little bit borked, and it's causing problems, at least. And this issue is like caused further down the stream here. I just don't really know how to fix any of this. Wait, this is just an empty fee. That's like, why? Okay, I might need a way to like clean that up at least, but yeah. What's good, Frothy? I feel like I haven't seen you here in a second. How have you been? Let's just make everything fixed. I'm doing my own job hunting? I see. Yeah, that is tough. Okay, so okay, so that still doesn't change anything. So that didn't do anything interesting. Maybe it's in the utils? Maybe like traversal? Oh, wait, this might mess it up. How far have you gotten? I think I'm pretty much done with at least the core of like the front end rewrite. I just need to like, I guess, make less of a mess now. And so I just like a little bit of cleanup stuff, cleaning up the tests, fixing this hashing thing that's happening, I think. And then adding a couple more operators, and I think that's like this little chapter done at least. I'm just calling it a chapter at least. Traversal numbers shouldn't cause an issue here. Yeah, it shouldn't cause an issue. Maybe Dominator Tree has something to do with it? Or no, it shouldn't. Why are these in a different order? Okay, why is this doing this then? Also, like, we just have instructions just straight filled with fees, so like, I think that's just a sign that our test needs to be less awfully written, I think. Yeah, because this is like a mess, I think. Yeah, there's so many fees in the branching. Yeah, okay. Let's rewrite this entire file. Down here, this should, I think, also... Wait, uncall? Why is this a negative test again? Oh, I know why. Yeah, okay. Is that the test case? Yes. Actually, let me just open this in the actual thing here. Input mem2reg. Yeah, and the passes is just mem2reg. Yeah, I think let's just make this a bunch of reassigns, I think. Let's do that, and then a equals 1. It's just like a very basic test, I think. Okay, let's make this a little bit less awful. Let's make this just like 1. Where's the LVM shirt? How much does it even cost? Okay, well, I need more ad revenue, unfortunately, and I currently make 0 ad revenue, so yeah, that's how it is. More power to you, man. Keep coding. Thank you. See you if I got to study for discrete math. Good luck. I remember taking a discrete math class, and that was a little bit of a mess, so I get it. Yeah, take care. Good luck. Okay. Can we steal an example from the book, actually, for this? Stello. And yes, I know we're like a little bit off topic here, but yeah, it shouldn't be that long. I'll give this a little bit of tapping. If I run out of time, then like, I'll just leave this for next time, and it'll be pretty chill. Okay. So, I guess like X. And we can int Y. Stunning compilers till I get the LV. I'm sure that could be funny. I might do that. Okay, so we want X and Y. And then okay, so we have the entry block and like I know this, there has to be an easier example to implement. There's just like a diamond somewhere. Yeah, okay, we could do this. I think. We can make this example even more simple. Have you done competitive programming? I have not. Okay, let's do a equals 0. Let's do like a equals 1. And then b equals a. This is like a very basic example that everyone uses to demonstrate why SSA is fun and useful. What is the PDF? This is the SSA-based compiler design book. It's the one that I've been trying to reference at least. Let's do this example here for this one as well. Let's make this 42. Do that, and then x is, alright, I guess like if, we can do like, we can just do if 1. Then we can y equals 1. Y equals x plus 2. Yeah, we can just do it like that. Turn y. Also did some work with the Rust compiler. To some degree, yes. I would call it a lot more limited at least. Yeah, this test makes a mess. This truly makes a mess. This is a pretty good while, I think. Yeah, okay, we can just copy this straight up as well. Okay, so we can do x equals 0, do y equals 0, and then turn y at the bottom. And we can do while x is less than 10. I lied, we don't have that yet. Let's just do while 1, while 0. Yeah, let's add notes to myself here. Y equals y plus x. X equals x plus 1. Where's the best way to start writing my own compiler? If you haven't worked through crafting interpreters yet, I know it says interpreter and not compiler, but I think that's a good place to start, at least figure out what's going on. It'll help get you familiar with like parsing and handling like code generation. From there, I think you can either reference like a college professor's slides, reference like a proper compiler book, or follow some other guides, or like follow LLVM's tutorial. But I think crafting interpreters is the best entry point into the space, at least. I think you would have probably enjoyed it if you delved into it. Yeah. There was a time where I wanted to get into competitive programming, but I just didn't have the time. And looking back now, I very much regret it because I feel like I would have enjoyed it, to be honest. But oh well. I guess like I've got like 1 year of school left, and that's like as a master's, so I guess the ship has kind of sailed. But I guess I could still do like puzzles on my own or something. Yeah, it's not really like that much of a not that much of like something that like sticks in my mind, at least. I don't know what a negative test for mem to reg looks like. I don't know what the point of that is, so we're just gonna get rid of that real quick. Oh wait, we can even like we can do something really stupid here, actually. We can do 10 minus x. Once x is 10, it'll trigger. That's really funny. We can even just x minus 10. Let's get this one. Oh wait, we can even just x minus 42. That's so funny. We don't need function call then, right? Yeah, okay, this is perfect then. Oh, okay. So let's generate regression tests, make test. Okay, it passes. Wait a second. Does this segfault? Wait. That shouldn't be segfaulting. That's really crazy. Okay. Add use. What the fuck? Did you work with ARM assembly? I've worked with it before. I've like written it by hand before. I haven't used it as a compile target before though. Why is this broken? That's really crazy that this segfaults. I don't know. I should really go to studying soon. What is breaking here? Add use? Instruction 8. Wait, so what does dump AST do? That looks correct at a glance. Oh, it might be something to do with in the expression actually. Okay, let's look in the test again real quick. Com equals x minus 42. Okay, that's still segfaults. Interesting. Okay, so that doesn't segfault. That. Okay, that segfaults. What is this? B plus. Okay, that equation. We have a minus b. I mean, I'm not sure what the question is, I guess. Wait. Now at 0? Okay, this is real. Mem to reg fails. Huh. Interesting. I guess we just have a lot more allocates now, is the thing. That is the big interesting thing. this is all of a sudden a lot harder to debug. This is very hard to read. 4 is load. Okay, why is the first thing a load? That seems wrong. Are you making our own backend too? Eventually. Oh, duh. Okay, of course. Of course this is failing, because it doesn't exist. Yeah, so we do need the stupid fun call here. Okay, so then we can just... This should work now. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's an oversight on my part. Turns out undefined values break my compiler right now, which is really funny. Alright, let's see what test does. Still fails! Okay. For the same reordering reasons. Get restore stage dot get status. Let's add source real quick. QBE? I'm not familiar with that term. Let's just push for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save this for next time. I have stuff I need to do, unfortunately. Yeah, thank you all so much for showing up to my stream today, especially if you've been here for the whole 2 hours, I guess. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to my channel and like the stream. It really helps get my content out to more people and more of y'all, especially if you like came from if you came from like the whatever suggested feed. And while you're down there, make sure you join the Discord. That's the best place to get pinged when I go live and to chat with me and the broader community outside of stream hours. And make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn and add me on GitHub so you can stay up to date with what I'm doing. Hey Chibi, I am unfortunately like about to go, so the timing there is a little unlucky, but yeah. Yeah, I haven't eaten dinner, so I'm going to fix that issue real quick. Yeah, take care all, take it easy, and have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are.